Welcome back, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you. We are 3 days away from Christmas, and I'm still getting presents every day in the mail. We are keeping the streak alive here. We got a pair of returns that came in today. And this box that's back here, this is some nice goodies there. That's kind of a little bit bonus content for today. It is autographs, plural, so we'll kind of get into that in a little bit there, but I'm really stoked about what that is. But we've got two of our traditional TTMs that came in today. We have got one that came to us from Los Angeles and then one from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Los Angeles one, I have no idea what that one may be. San Juan, Puerto Rico, I know it's one of two. I'm pretty confident I know which this is. So I'm going to open up that one second. But we're going to start here with our return out of Los Angeles. All right. And cool. Hockey return. So Ian Turnbull, who was a Toronto Maple Leaf back in the 70s, signed a nice 4 of 4 for us in a nice blue Sharpie there. The Toronto Maple Leaf set here, the Centennial set, I've kind of recently started to get back on the horse with getting some of these signed. I was fortunate that I got a handful of them signed a couple years ago in Toronto when I was up for one of my trips, and it's amazing how many of those ex-Leafs still lived right there in the greater Toronto area. So I had gotten a handful of them signed, and since then I've been starting now to send some of these out to look at getting them signed. And then to go along with that, also got some nice late 70s vintage Topps cards, not OPG. Topps, because I'm in the U.S., not Canada. Some old Topps cards there. But yeah, Ian signed a nice 4 of 4 in a nice blue Sharpie. So great return. That was out maybe about 3 weeks or so. And our next return, and as you can tell, PM edition, because we got the shadows, like it's a dog or something. I don't know, how do you do the dog? You gotta kind of do like that, and I guess like that, maybe? There we go. There's the dog right there. No, I am not drunk. All right. Back to the serious nature of our video. The returns of the male variety, as opposed to the female variety. Anyway, bad joke, I know. All right. San Juan, Puerto Rico. I know that this is going to be a baseball return. I know that much for sure. Let's see what we get here. All right, so we got a return from Angel Pagan, former New York Met. Unfortunately, he did what I thought he might do. Not only did he keep, I had seen that he was keeping cards. So, I sent him a nice little sleeve of cards for him to keep. And then on top of that, he kept a team set card. It was a St. Lucie Mets card that I'd sent out to him, 2003. And that was the main one I really wanted to get signed. And of course, he keeps that card. So I specifically gave him stuff for him to keep. And he kept all that stuff, and then he decided to keep the St. Lucie card. So, oh well. The good thing is I've got more copies of that set. It was David Wright's St. Lucie year as well, so I've got a couple of those sets opened up anyway, so I was willing to give that a shot to see what would happen with that. I got to double check. I know he's also got a Capital City Bombers card. I hope I did not send that to him. But we'll just have to wait and see. So this is technically a 3 out of 4 return with it. And I know it sounds like I'm whining a little bit, and maybe I am. I don't even care that they're personalized. That's fine with me. That don't matter. But it's just the whole idea of snaking a team set card, especially when I've given you specifically cards to keep. But anyway, is what it is. Those are the risks that we always take when we do TTMs. But still, signed 3 for me. Everything looked nice with them, so I really can't complain too much with it. So, on a recap for the day, and the reason why I can't complain about team set cards is because what I'm going to show you guys in the bonus video here, and just bonus content. So on the day, 2 returns back, the 4 of 4 from Ian Turnbull and 3 out of 4 from Angel Pagan. So good stuff for the day there. Certainly kind of going again with a little bit of our kick doing some vintage hockey here, and then adding to the Mets collection, which I did not have that car or Angel Pagan autograph yet. So very cool getting that back. All right, bonus content time. We got a box. This was a purchase that I made last week, and actually very surprised how quickly it got here given the delays with the mail. And we have cards in here. Imagine that. So what we have is a signed lot of New York Mets minor league cards. A guy was setting up to sell a large collection of minor league cards that he picked up in a collection, and with that he was selling them based off of the team lots. So I reached out to him and I picked up a 200 count lot of signed cards of all Mets minor leaguers. It's primarily St. Lucie and Binghamton, but there's going to be some other stuff in here, so we're just going to do kind of a quick hit and see what we got. All right, Kirk Presley, right off the top. Interesting fun fact about him. This is Elvis's third cousin. I'm not lying when I say this. I'm not kidding. He legit is Elvis's third cousin. He was a draft pick of the Mets back in the 90s. I actually don't have this card signed yet. I've got several cards signed by him. I've written to him in the past many years ago. But this is cool to have that added in. And as you can kind of see, we've got just kind of a little bit of all kinds of different stuff in here. Kind of varying, going from some stuff back in the 90s all the way up to the early to mid 2000s here. And it's primarily supposed to be St. Lucie and Binghamton. And I'm seeing stuff that for sure I know I don't have. I've got all of these sets, but, I have no idea what I'm missing out of some of these. Like, I've got checklists and everything. There's a cool one, an Appy League top prospect card. So not really part of a set. Ambiorix Concepcion. He was a guy that I know I need for sure. I never did get him in the minors. John Stearns, nice Binghamton card. I know I need that. Let's see. Mike Devaney. Brett Harper. I know I need that card. And it looks like the guy that was doing the graphing on these used a Stedler, because all of these are really, really, really thin. Hey, that's actually a really solid card right there. Michael Fulmer. I need this card, believe it or not. And Michael Fulmer is a former Cy Young Award winner. And he played, I'm not sure if he still is, but he played with the Detroit Tigers. And for those of you that have tried to do any graphing for Detroit teams, they sign, but it's always through charity. And I think he was charging like $30-40 for a signed card. So I just kind of was holding out hope, thinking I'll someday get one on the cheap, and there we go. So this is badass right here, because I think this may be one of the last 1 or 2 cards I need to finish that Binghamton set. So I'll report to you guys later on and let you know how that came out. Adam Clark won a World Series. Let's see, Paul Sewald still with the Mets. Albert Cordero, I remember AC. Matt Koch, he actually made it up with the Mets for a short period of time. There's another prospect set, Eastern League top prospect. Mike Carp. That's not a Met, but that's fine. Sean Bowman, Ken Chenard, Bowman Chrome rookie. Chenard. And you see kind of there's a nice little mix of everything. Jay Seo. There we go. And that's a 01 Florida League top prospect card. So anyway, I'm not going to go through everything here, but, just wanted to let everybody see a little bit of an idea of what's in here. This is, I can't even read what that is there. Oh, Pittsfield Mets. So that was their old short season team back from the 90s. Matt Peterson, Kevin Baez. Last I checked, I think he was the manager for the Long Island Ducks. He's actually one I still do need. And you get stuff going back all the way into the 90s with this Fletcher Bates. He's actually, I know where Fletcher is, and I was looking for cards to be able to send to him, so I don't have to worry about doing that anymore. There's a nice Binghamton card, Chris Basak. So anyway, you get the idea there. We got a nice little batch of stuff here, and still got all this to go through. So definitely, just kind of looking at the first part of this here, there's definitely going to be some nice stuff I can add into some of the sets that I've been working with. And, the rationale that I looked at it is, I'd probably pay, $2 to $5 a piece for some of these no names that are, and I shouldn't say no names, these guys that fell into obscurity that didn't get to the big leagues or didn't have a lot of accessibility, especially with a lot of Latin players with it. That to be able to get all this stuff for the price I got it for, it was a really good deal. And I mean, even if there's 25 to 50 cards out of here that I only need, it's still well worth it. So I'll report here maybe in a couple of days and let you guys know kind of how well I ended up doing with this lot in terms of what I needed for sets. And obviously there's stuff like some of this old stuff here where I just don't even have the set, and some of that like Pittsfield stuff, some of these old 90s era stuff that I'll just end up putting together a nice little binder of it. And with the duplicates, maybe I'll find another guy that got another lot of this and see if we can trade out. So anyway, so I know what I'm going to be doing here for the next couple days when I'm not cleaning and getting ready for Christmas. I'll be going through some of these cards here. So more to come with it. Hopefully we'll get another video up here before we get to Christmas, because that'll mean that we get more TTMs back. And just to give you guys an update, 10 new TTMs went out today. So trying to keep everything going with it. Some guys that are having some quick successes. So fingers crossed we'll get some stuff back here again pretty soon from some of those. And we'll keep the videos going. So until next time, everyone, I hope you are staying safe out there first and foremost. I hope you're having fun with whatever you're doing out there. And if you're a TTMer, I hope your mailboxes are staying full of ink. So until next time, see ya.